What's good, everyone? It's Chambers from chambersmixedit.com. Today we're going back to a type of music that I haven't made on this channel in a pretty long time. We're doing R&B today. I'm excited because we're going to do it all from scratch with the chords and the melodies, get some vocal samples in there and wrap it up with the drums. And I'm going to be using a really special plugin today that I want you guys to know about. Before we start, I want to let you know that Placement Breakdowns number 4 has come out on my online class, chamberscourses.com. If you don't know what those are, that's when I take my industry placements with major label artists and I pretty much break them down step by step. I open the FL Studio session. This time I'm doing Go 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 by Tusi. That was a part of a number 3 album, and the song ended up on the Madden NFL 24 video game soundtrack. Love and Heartbreak by Fredo Bang and Trapland Pat. Ticket by Moneyman and 600 Breezy. And I'm breaking down a song that recently went triple platinum in Poland. It's I'm a Star Now by Pressa and 2115. Alright, let's get into this R&B beat from absolute scratch. First thing, I'm gonna slow everything down. We're at 140, which is default tempo for FL. Let's bring it down to like 100. And I got a very special plugin that I want to show you guys today. It's called Arcade. I did a video using it a little while back, but I want to do another one because it's just that good of a plugin. Every time I first open it, it's always just so visually perfect. I've never used a plugin that just looks this nice. All the art that's done for it, the way that it's organized, it's just super nice to look at, and it makes it super intriguing when I'm making music. But if you don't know already, Arcade is one of the best tools that producers have access to today. It gives you opportunities to manipulate samples in ways that we've never had before. Take a fire sample library and a fire VST plugin, put them together, you get something like this. You could get a free trial of Arcade and then 50% off your first month. So check it out if you're interested. I'll leave a link in the description and in the comments section for you. So I want to start with R&B chords, and I want like a nice soft key sound. So I'll go into Arcade here and I'll go into this section right here called lines. Lines are pretty much collections of sounds, and they're all sorted by different themes, as you can see by the visual: dance hall sounds, orchestra sounds, great vocal sounds, some trap sounds, some synth sounds. They have everything. I've been spending some time in here looking at all these different sounds, and I found the perfect sound I like. It's in this line called Honey, right? I go to instruments because I want something that I could use and play out. The sampler, it uses these different samples and maps them across the keyboard and lets you chop it up in all these different ways. And instruments, pretty much you get this one sound that you could play normally on the keyboard, and it makes it super easy to find it. I got all these different tags right here. I just looked up keys. It was literally the very first one, Crushed Velvet, right here. And see right here, I favorite it. It has the heart next to it. It's the very first sound here. I immediately was like, I need that one. If I could take that note and put it into some chords, it would be fire. So I downloaded it. You could open up the instrument like this, and this is what it looks like. Again, some of the best visuals in the game. So let's go into the piano roll, and it's already mapped to all the keys here. Because we're working with R&B, I'm gonna start with a major chord. I'll put one right here on A sharp, and let's make a major 7th chord. And I'll add a bass note down here just to make it thicker, and I'm gonna have it elongated for a while. Man, it sounds like a cloud. It sounds like a marshmallow or whatever. I'm gonna take this A sharp, bring it down to A, and then we're gonna make a little diminished chord right here. Follow that with the bass notes down here. There we go, that nice chord with some tension in it. Boom, boom. D right here. Let's make a minor 7th. And I'm going to take these two notes right here and invert them up 1 octave. Let's also get an octave copy of the D note down there. Same thing with that first chord. Let's drag it all the way out. And one of the really cool things about Arcade, you could go into the plugin itself, go into Layer Edit. You could click on one of these waveforms here, and it loads up this menu of so many different options of sounds that you can mix and match. So not only is it a great plugin to get some awesome sounds really quickly, it's also amazing for sound designing. We got room for one more chord right here, and let's just do a regular C minor triad and get a bass note for that C down there. Let's hear that. I really like the built-in delay and the reverb that it comes with. It has some effects that I would never come up with myself. That's why I love Arcade. So I'm gonna convert that into audio. I was thinking about the sounds that we could add on top of this. I thought that a lead guitar would be fire. So I'm gonna go back into the lines here, right? And there was this one that caught my eye. I think it was called Funk You. There, guitars, synths, horns. Okay, yeah, that sounds like what I want. So we go to this line page. I want an instrument again. That's a guitar. That's a rich sound. I'm going to open up the instrument. Once again, man, what plugin looks like this? This is so fire. And they got these 4 macro controls here that control some of the coolest effects I've ever heard. I'm definitely going to want some reverb, so I'm going to add to that. It sounds like I got a live guitarist in the room hooked up to a bunch of pedals. I've never heard a guitar this good in a different plugin before. We got a pretty spaced out guitar melody right there. Let's get that into audio. So we got our chords, we got our guitar sounds. And when I do R&B, I always like to have a nice vocal sample in it. And Arcade got some of the best vocal samples with the line called Hooked. Ooh, we go back to the lines menu. This one right here called Hooked. And this is really where Arcade becomes one of the most helpful tools ever, because you can link the key of the song that you're working on with the plugin. And then when you play samples in Arcade, it automatically tempo syncs and key syncs to the song that you're making. So right now we're in D minor at 100 BPM. If I play a sample in this line, it's going to automatically work with the song. Arcade does all that for you before you even add the sound in. Just to see you, baby. Stop the music. Yo, that's it. That sounded too clean. Downloading it right now, and it's that easy. So what I'm using now is a sampler. It's not an instrument anymore. This now is a bunch of vocal samples mapped out across a keyboard, and I'm going to be able to chop them up in any order that I want. Wait. Wait for me. I could switch up the notes. I could play the same thing 2 times in a row, whatever it is. And there's been times where I take vocal samples and piece one here and one here and one here. This one's too loud. This one doesn't sound the same. This one doesn't have the same effects. Arcade has a bunch of different samples that all work extremely well together that you can just add in one pattern. You don't got to grab from here, grab from here, grab from here, put it together like a puzzle. They already have it together for you. I like that just exactly how it is. Let's get that into audio. What I might do with that is add some more reverb to it and do a low pass filter on it. Might even try putting it up an octave. Back to Arcade. I was looking at these dancehall lines and they got some fire bass sounds in there. That has a really nice tone to it. I'm going to use that one. I'm going to go into the macros again. I'm going to add some grit to it just so it's a little bit more beefy. Grab these, just copy them into a new pattern with Arcade. And let's see what I can do. I want to do like a double hit. We'll go through and do each note. Let's get that into audio. So now we got all that together. But what's cool about Arcade is not just musical sounds, they also have percussive and drum sounds too. So I'm gonna go into the line back into Honey where we got that awesome key sound from. I think I want another sampler that's gonna be for drums. Like, isn't that awesome? The sound quality is fire. I like the hi-hats in this one. This time, I want to talk to you guys about the black keys. These right here, they do some really cool things to the audio, but I'll show you what I mean. Let's add a new pattern, and I want to find some of those hi-hat loops. Just look for it. There it is, that one right there. Oh, wait, I'm going to use that. I think that's like a hi-hat roll. That's sick. I just add the note. It's automatically in tempo. Some open hi-hats. I'll add that like halfway through. That could be cool. But yeah, the black notes. See, like, I'll just put this one down, see what happens. And it goes in reverse. That's fire. I'm using that one. I think I'll put that one at the very end, and then this one I'll do like right at the end there. Let's get that into audio. effects on those drums go crazy. But yeah, man, that's Arcade. If you're interested in it, you could have access to those lines and sound collections, all of those fire tools with the free trial, and then 50% off your first paid month. I mean, why would you not do that? That's a no-brainer. So check it out if you're interested. I'll leave a link in the description and in the comment section for you. I want to add some more drums on top of this. I'm gonna go into my R&B trap fusion drum kit, perfect for R&B beats like this. Let's grab a clap, hi-hat to layer on top, nice kick, and some percussion. Let's get the kick in there. This is fire. I really do like that hat loop though, and it works really well with how hard these drums are hitting. I'm about to play the whole thing for y'all.
Chambers.
Alright, so there's some fire West Coast R&B for you. Using Arcade for the fire chords, that guitar, that vocal sample, that bass, that hat loop going crazy. Like I said, you could get a free trial of Arcade and then 50% off your first month. Link in description and in the comment section for you. Definitely a top tool used by producers today. And if you guys like the drum sounds I use, that's from my R&B trap fusion drum kit, chambersmixedit.com/soundkits. All links down below. Leave a comment, let me know what tutorials you guys want to see in the future. It's Chambers. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.